Trees are something that's bigger than us. It's something that's there longer than us. You can look at trees that have been there for 600, 700, 800 years that are 100 to 150 feet tall and know that you're really part of something bigger.
They help us understand that we are a part of a greater ecosystem.
You still have this incredible feeling of, that's the city I live in, that's the street I live on. And when you have the kind of trees that we're planting today, that's going to make an impact for a number of decades.
Trees are important to everyone, whether it be here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or back home on the East Coast where I'm from. Trees do matter. They give us air, they provide us with clean water, and overall they're just beautiful.
When you start looking and comparing our downtown urban areas to our suburban areas, there's usually a 10 to 15 degree change in temperature difference. There's also a change in the quality of life. So we need to make sure that as we grow and as we add all these more people, that we're not sacrificing the environment while we do that. So there needs to be a good plan in how we plant trees now, and that we do it in a strategic way and we do it in a smart way so that we're not sacrificing our future.
Urban forestry is both an art and a science. We have to both integrate technology as well as more of the old school foresters that came about in the 1900s era. And because of that, urban forestry sort of has a module to it. And the first thing that you have to do with any type of project is you have to know, what do you have? That's why either doing a street tree inventory or some type of a sampling project, you can figure out exactly what kind of trees you have, how old they are, and in what state in life they are. From there, then you can then assess that and figure out what are the goals that you need. Because with any project, you need to have an end goal, whether it be to plant more trees, take care of the trees that you have, or at least make the public areas more safe from risk trees. Afterwards, you need to implement that plan. You need to be able to go in, take all the tools that we have in the arborist toolbox, and be able to think about, what do we need to do next? Do we need to fertilize these trees? Do we need to prune these trees or mulch these trees? And afterwards, after you've implemented the plan, you need to take a step back. You need to realize that you've either met those goals, and if you did not, you need to know why you did not meet the goals. From there, you can then go back through and start all over again. So it's sort of a four-part process that you go through to make sure that urban forestry management is the key criteria for any municipality within the United States.
And that's why I'm so excited about the program that we've instituted, partnering with the Texas Trees Foundation. Both Tree the Town and Tree North Texas create a scenario where the city, the state, the federal government doesn't have to do everything. You've got an incredible nonprofit that is not only facilitating donations to organizations that want to make a difference in the community, but they also are helping us execute tree plantings of a caliber and at a level that really exudes quality and takes a lot of pressure off of the city government. What I've been able to see is something that's unique about tree planting and tree planting projects. And that's when you look out into the field and as people are out there digging, you find people of all ages, of all races, all socioeconomic levels. Business people next to homeowners, older folks next to younger folks, all kind of carrying shovels and working for the exact same cause, which is to help plant a tree.
The Texas Trees Foundation is a private nonprofit dedicating to creating healthy communities through tree planting, education, and outreach. It is our goal to plant 3 million trees in North Texas over the next 10 years. This will hardly replace the 3.6 million we lost from the drought of 2011. But trees are an important component to our communities and the quality of life to human beings. I think we need to plant trees because people need trees. We need the oxygen. We need the trees to capture rainwater. We need trees to give us shade, to reduce energy. So why do we plant trees? There's economic reasons to plant trees, but there's psychological reasons to plant trees, there's health reasons to plant trees. But the bottom line is trees create a better quality of life in our communities.
Trees provide all kinds of benefits, and one of the benefits that they give us is the ecosystem services that they can provide for us. They help clean our air, they help take carbon dioxide out of the air, they help give us oxygen back, they help clean water, they help with stormwater runoff. All of those things help. They're kind of the scrubbers of our air and the scrubbers of our water, and they really help clean our ecosystem. And without them, we'd have to put that money into hardscape and hard resources to be able to do a lot of the work that they do on an everyday basis.
Trees do matter. They give us air, they provide us with clean water, and overall they're just beautiful.
Trees matter, and they matter in a really big way. If you think about cities that you've been to or neighborhoods that you've been to, the one thing that almost always stands out is the environment, and specifically trees make that biggest statement.
Trees matter to me because I grew up outside. I grew up always outside camping and fishing and things like that, and it was always the most majestic part in wherever I would go, whether it was the woods or the forest or just a hiking trail in a neighborhood park, was always the trees.
Trees matter because they help you and they help me. They help our organizations, they help our communities, and they are a legacy to our children and our grandchildren.
For more information, to volunteer or donate, call 214-770-2330 or visit texastrees.org.